Welcome to the RepairQ onboarding video series. This video will be showcasing the quick sale transaction from start to finish. You'll start by simply logging in to your RepairQ instance. Then you have a few options for starting a quick sale. Once your VCT is assigned, you can begin processing payments, so that will need to be done before you process a transaction. There's a couple different ways to find a customer if they've already been in your system before. You can come up here to the search box, make sure you have customer selected, type in their first name, last name, or phone number, and click enter, and it'll search your database for that customer. Or you can come over here to the Customers tab, click on Customers. It'll show you a list of all of your customers. You can search for them with any of our filters over here. Or you can just go ahead and generate a new quick sale and add the customer in from that point. So we're going to come up here to Tickets, click on New Quick Sale. Quick Sale is going to be used for anything that's not a repair or a trade-in. So if you're selling a device, an accessory, a service, anything that's not a repair or a trade-in. For quick sales, a customer is not required by default. You can leave it anonymous if you're simply selling a iPhone lightning cable or a tempered glass screen protector that you don't need to show history of. You only need to show a transaction. Most of the time, it's recommended to attach a customer to a transaction. So we're going to click Attach Customer. If they've been in your system before, it'll automatically take you to your search box over here, where you can type in their first name, last name, company name, phone number, email address, whatever method that you think is easiest to locate them. So if you start typing anything, it'll pop up anything that has to do with that person. You start typing in the phone number, or any parts of the phone number, it'll search for that part of the phone number. Or if you want to add them in as a new customer, you click Create New Customer over here. We're going to walk you through that to view all the different fields. So in your RepairQ instance, you can set any of these categories to be required when adding in a new customer. The ones that are required have a star on them: first name, last name, and in our instance, email, primary phone number, customer referral, and zip code. You can change these if you like, add more to it, take away from it, whichever you prefer. So for here, we're going to go ahead and add everything that has the star. Contact method, if they would prefer to be contacted via phone call, text message, email, either or. And then if you have web forms set up, you can do it that way. We'll just leave it as either or. Email, phone number. If they have an alternate phone number while you're working on their device, or if they want to just leave their home phone number as well. If they would like to receive SMS notifications on different statuses of their tickets, you would put that phone number in here and the carrier they're with, and then how they found out about us. You can add or remove any from this list. If you want to add in your carrier stores as a referral method, Craigslist, Google search, whichever you prefer. The other category that we require is zip code, because we want to know where these customers are coming from. There's a lot of other categories here. We'll walk through those at a later date, and then you would click Save. I'm not going to save this customer for right now. I'm going to just attach myself to this transaction. Right? Now, if any of this info is not correct, you can hit Edit Customer and it will take you to that screen that we were just at, where we can adjust anything we need to adjust. Billing agent is going to be if they're a part of a large company that has one agent that does all the billing for the company, and you would select that company within here. Alright, so ticket items. Here's where we're going to add anything that we're selling to the customer. There's two ways to do it. You can scan it in here, either the SKU or the UPC, which could also include the IMEI. You can type in your IMEI, you can type in your SKU, you can type in your UPC, or you can look up the item to add based on all the different categories and filters that you have set up. I'm going to show you how to sell a phone here. So let's pretend you have the IMEI on a barcode and you're scanning it here. There's my IMEI. It's telling me it's an iPhone 6 16 gig space gray. It's telling me the condition of it, the supplier it came from, and the SKU all in one. So if you had scanned that SKU, it would also pop up, but since it's an inventoried item and serialized item, you would also need that IMEI. So I'm going to click on it. I'm also going to add an accessory to this. Let's say they wanted to purchase a iPhone 6 OtterBox as well. I have my SKU for that right here. It's telling me I've got some that are $0 and some that are $49.99. This is a training instance, so things may be a little different. We're going to add in the one that's $49.99. All right, now let's say this customer is within education as a teacher, and you give a 10% discount for teachers. If you give certain discounts on specific items, you can adjust the discount based on the items here. So individual discounts per item, if you only apply those discounts to accessories, you can apply that discount here, either a dollar amount or a percentage. Click apply. Or you can apply a ticket discount, which would apply the discount to everything in the ticket. Type in your percent, select percentage versus dollar, click off of it, it'll automatically apply a 10% discount to each item. Let's go down. The next step will be transactions. If your customer is paying with cash, you would enter in the amount of money that they're giving you in this point. Here's their total, including discount and tax. So they're going to pay $4.50. You hit the plus icon, it'll show you your transactions here, including how much change to give. And then you would click closed. The other option would be, I'm going to remove this, the other option would be credit or other. If you're integrated with Bluefin, you'll see a box that would show up right next to this cash box. You just click in there, swipe the card, and it does it all for you. If you're not integrated with Bluefin, you would add transaction form here. Select your payment method as credit card or whichever payment method you want. These can all be determined by you as well. If they're paying in full, you select the box here. If they're not, you type in the amount that they're paying, and then your reference number from your external card swiper. And then if you wanted to add a note to it, Visa ending in 4444. Now if you're doing split payments, you would just put in the amount that you're charging there, submit the payment, and it'll tell you how much is remaining. And then we'll say they're going to pay $250 in cash, and you owe them $452. Once your transaction is complete, you come down here and hit closed. If they still owe a certain amount and they only wanted to pay part on it today, you can put it in a layaway status or a waiting for payment status. If there's an item in their ticket that's back ordered, or if you're just holding it for them, you would put it in back ordered status. I'm going to add the payment in here to show you what it looks like when it's closed. So we'll go ahead and close the ticket. Now you've got some print options and notification options. This is to print a receipt on your standard receipt printer. This is to print an invoice on an 8.5 by 11 sheet. You can send an SMS notification to the phone number that was provided with the status of their ticket. You can send an email receipt right here. You can start a return. You can void the ticket on the day of the transaction, and then ticket properties. That's going to be it for this video on Quick Sale. We will see you for the next ones.